Hey everyone, it's Casey, and today we're going to go through a deep stretching class where the full focus is going to be on the hips and inner groin. We're only going to do a handful of different stretches, and on the last one, I'll give the option of going into a more advanced variation if that's what you're into. If not, no worries. I'll give plenty of options to stay where it feels more comfortable for you. So let's go ahead, jump right on in. Starting off in a seated position, we're just going to take a few breaths here. Spine up nice and tall, relax your shoulders. Exhale, let all of your breath out. Taking a slow breath in through the nose. Gather the breath from the bottom of your torso all the way up to the top. Open up the lungs, holding here, retain the breath. And then open your mouth, exhale, let it all the way out. Again, slow breath in through the nose, belly, ribs, and all the way up into your chest. Once again, stretch the lungs open, hold at the top of the breath. This time, keep the breath through the nose, exhale, slowly melt the breath back out from top to bottom. One more here, slow inhale, gather the breath from the bottom, opening in all directions as it rises to the top. Hold the breath here, nice and expansive through chest and shoulders. Keep the breath through the nose, empty out from the top, all the way back down and out through the belly. Okay, let's go ahead and open up the eyes here. We're gonna maintain a nice deep breath cadence throughout. Stretch the right leg long out in front of you, and we're just going to take the left foot to the inside of that right leg. Spine up nice and tall, lifting up through the spine, the crown, the chest. Take a deep breath in here. Now you can either stay working on lifting that lower back, or exhale, tipping at the hips. Walking the hands forward to go deeper. Notice how I said moving at the hips. So we want to feel that pelvic tilt. Sit bones are trying to pull back. So almost imagine walking your butt back a little bit to create more length for the lower back to tip forward. Okay, if you're just curling your spine, back it up until you can extend the spine once again. Keep extending out through the chest. Take it down as deeply as it feels good. Maybe sway a little bit in your body here. Come back into those really slow, deep breaths. If you want to move, you can kind of sway, you can stay still. Hands can rest on the ground. Maybe you reach around your foot, drawing in. It's entirely up to you, but continue to work on finding length into your spine, length into your hamstrings. Quad engages, reaching forward through the heel. Feel the toes pull back. We're going to hold here at least 3 or 4 more slow breaths. Let's take one more here. And then walk the hands all the way back up, spine up tall, and then we're going to take that right leg, and we're just going to open it out to the right side a little bit wider here. Spine up, lifting up through the chest, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, walking the hands forward. Once again, tip at the hips. So try not to just curl the back, stay upright if needed, and just work on extending out through the leg while sitting tall. Otherwise, slowly start to walk the hands forward, tip at the hips, maybe walk the hips back. You can stay on the hands, you can lower onto your forearms, and you're just walking your hands directly forward. So the leg's still slightly out to the side. We're just going to hold here for one more breath. Now lengthen your spine a little bit more and take a deep breath in. If you need to back out a little bit, do so. And then walk your hands to the right side until your hands frame your right leg. You might feel a little rotation through the spine. Lengthen your spine on the inhale, draw your chest out in the same direction as that foot, and then exhale, stay or hinging and melting over, feeling that nice opening into your lower back, into your hip, your side body. One more breath. It doesn't matter how far you go, you're going to feel the sensation. Listen to your body. Stay in your own space. And then slowly walk your hands all the way back up. And then we're going to just help to lift that right knee, help to lift that left knee. Set the feet to the ground and just rock your knees side to side as you lean back on your hands. Just kind of loosening up that space a little bit here before we go into that other side. Okay, when ready, left leg stretches long, right foot moves into the inner thigh. Okay, spine lifts. As you lift up through the chest and the crown of the head, take a deep breath in and either stay here, maybe work on trying to walk the sit bones back or using your hands to help, or exhale, hinging forward at the hips. Feel the pelvic tilt and extending the chest away from the hip line. Nice long back. Quad engages, reaching through the heel, toes back. Close your eyes. Maybe you want to move around in it a little bit. Maybe stillness, maybe a different variation, grabbing the leg, if you like using a strap, whatever feels right. Maybe just resting your hands on the ground. Move into your depth. Continue to find length in through the spine. Let's take 3 or 4 more breaths. Slow it down. Belly, ribs, chest, and slowly reversing just the same. One more deep breath. And then slowly walk the hands up, coming all the way up. And then you're going to take that leg and open it out to the left side. Okay, so hands forward in front of you. Spine lifts up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Same thing, stay upright, lifting through the chest. Maybe start to walk the sit bones back. Maybe start to walk the hands forward on your exhale. Quads engaged on that left leg. Any movement that feels good, you can find that movement. Allow your body to kind of work through a little more fluidity into the joints. Walking forward here initially. 3 more breaths. Let's take 1 more here. And then nice long spine. If you need to back out a little bit, do so. And then walk your hands over to that left leg, framing the left leg with your hands. Maybe a slight rotation through ribs and chest. Take a deep breath in, really extend long through the spine, stay here, or start to walk your hands down the length of that left leg as you fold over. Just feeling the differences between your sides. Let's take 1 more breath. And then walking the hands all the way back up. And as you do, let's lift left knee. Let's lift right knee. Set the feet to the ground as you drop onto the hands, and just move the knees around once again. Okay. Now we're going to move into a 90-90 position, which means we're going to create two 90-degree angles with our knees as well as into our ankles. But we're going to bring the right leg in front with a nice bent knee and left leg out to the side. I'm just going to adjust a little bit on the mat here to make it easy for you to see. 90-degree angle in the front knee, 90-degree angle in the back knee. Just see them kind of running on parallels here. Spine up tall, facing towards that front right leg, lifting the spine. Try to relax down into it. You can either stay upright or slowly start to walk your hands forward over the right leg, sinking down, maybe just dropping onto the palms. Maybe walk the hands out, lowering one elbow, maybe both. If you have blocks or any props you'd like to use, kind of as that in-between space, use those. Maybe relaxing your head, stacking your hands, opening the elbows, or just melting all the way over. Try to relax as much as possible here. Soften your face, soften your shoulders. And then as you hold this position, we're going to focus on, once again, filling up those compartments within our body, filling up with the breath. So let's exhale and let everything out. And then take a slow breath in through the nose. Breathe into your belly, feel it expand all the way down into that hip. Breathing up into your ribs and up into your chest. Feel a little more length in your spine, opening up the lungs. And open up your mouth and exhale, just let yourself sink deeper as you melt that exhale out. One more just like that. Slow breath in through the belly, through the ribs, and lift the breath all the way up into your chest and your shoulders. Holding the breath at the top, stretch the lungs open as much as you can here. And then open up your mouth. Exhale, sigh as you release. Feel the breath melt out. Feel the body sinking in a little bit deeper. Now as you relax, a little more effort over the breath, I want you to just kind of feel it sink into its natural rhythm, but still nice, full, and expansive. We're going to hold here just a little while longer, not too much. Let's say 3 more breaths, and just allow yourself to continue seeking that edge and allowing yourself to melt beyond that mental discomfort. Let yourself be fully present with body. Okay, 1 more breath here. And then slowly start to walk back up onto your hands. Now the easiest, or one of my favorite ways to come out of this one, is just to drop your right hand back to the right side, sweep the left arm back, and then swivel the knees out of the position and just kind of rock the knees around however you need to. I feel so good on that right hip. Okay, we're going to bring a little bit of balance back into the body here, into that left side. So now you're probably facing the side of your mat. So if you need to reposition here. We're going to take the left leg in front, 90-90 position. So left leg in front, right leg sweeps back out to the side. 2 90-degree angles. Find those parallels between the legs, flexing into the ankles. Spine up nice and tall as you frame over the front left leg. Deep breath in, and either stay here or exhale, slowly folding forward over the left leg, dropping down once again to whatever variation serves you best on this side. Any props or anything that you might like to help you go a little deeper, feel free to gather that here. But as you close your eyes, Try to let your full focus just be on your breath. Slowing the breath down. Maybe feel yourself kind of settle through that initial tension a little bit deeper. And we're going to take 2 of those deep breaths together. Starting on an exhale, let everything empty out. And then take a slow breath in through the nose, fill up your belly, your ribs, and all the way up into your chest and shoulders. Hold your breath. And then open your mouth, exhale, let it all the way out. Again, slow breath in, belly, ribs, chest. Feel it all the way down into that hip. Hold the breath. Open your mouth, exhale, let it all the way out. Let's take one more here, keeping the breath through the nose. Slow inhale. Gather the breath from low, start to expand it wide and all the way up to the chest. Any lingering tension surfaces. Keep the breath through the nose as you slow and steadily start to melt the breath back out, all the way. Exhale. Continue to sink in, continue to relax the breath into a natural, focused pace. So I want you to still pay attention, still be aware of your breath, but slowing it down. Try not to let the mind wander off too much here. And as you settle, relaxing all the way into your left hip, relax your shoulders and your face. Let's take 3 more breaths. And then slowly come up onto the hands. Drop your left hand to the left side. Right hand drops behind you. Swivel the knees and rock them side to side. Okay, so we're going to finish up here by coming into our last little variation. And we'll do it on both sides. So once we get into right side, I'll show us where the stretch is, and then I'll give the advanced stretch option if you would like it, okay? So coming down onto your backs, soles of the feet together, let the knees open up nice and wide, and just give yourself a moment here to kind of let the hips relax open. Okay, let's take one more deep breath, belly, ribs, chest. Through the nose, chest, ribs, belly. Okay, you're gonna lift the right knee up and just start to hug the right knee towards the chest. Use your hands to kind of pull it in. Now as you draw it in, if it comes really close to the chest, you might even want to open it slightly towards the right armpit so you could pull it closer to you. Feel that nice stretch all the way down into your left hip. Option to stay here, or right hand reaches through the inside of the right leg for half happy baby. You can grab that right foot, you can grab the ankle, you can grab the shin, or you can just hold the back of the right thigh. Sole of the foot faces towards the ceiling, knee pulls down in the direction of the ground. Okay, if this is too much, go back to one of the other options, just pulling the knee in. Okay, let's take another breath or so. Now, the left leg is still in this half butterfly. All you're gonna do is you're gonna walk the foot to the left so that you can roll the sole of the foot to the ground again, knee pointing up, okay? We're just gonna let it hang out here. It's okay if it opens up a little bit. Now, with the right foot that you're holding on to, or the right leg you're holding on to, you're gonna slowly just kind of start to rock it in front of you, open up the knee, and then sole of the foot faces up. Sole of the foot faces to the left, knee opens out to the side, and then sole of the foot up. And just do that a couple times and feel into the hip, feel that range of motion. Okay, so you can either stay in that half happy baby variation, or you're going to use both of your hands to hold on to that right foot, okay? Head lifts up off the ground. We're going to go for a leg behind the head. You don't even have to be able to get it there to practice it. So practice it and see where you are. Why not? Right hand is going to now reach through the center of your hand and foot, and then grab the outside of that foot. So you're going to use that to kind of bend the knee down, and you're going to wiggle the leg as high up onto the shoulder as you can, okay? So once it's here, once again, if your left knee opens, it's okay. Whatever you need to do with it for stability and balance, okay? Now, from here, left hand is going to go ahead and hold the top of the foot. You can just draw it in as closely as you can, or you can start to wiggle it behind the head. You can continue to hold on. If you feel well supported here, you can release. Holding here, one extra breath, maybe hands at heart. And then slowly release your head down. Release your right leg wherever it is. Let's bring soles of the feet to the ground, knees pointing up, and just rock your knees from side to side. Okay, last side. Soles of the feet together, knees open up. Starting from this position, left knee draws to the chest, pull it in. If that's not quite enough, open it towards the left armpit, continue to pull it in. If you want even more, half happy baby, left hand reaches through inside of left leg, grab the foot, ankle, shin, or thigh. And just let yourself open up into this shape here. A couple more breaths. Now, with the right foot, the one that's on the ground, you're going to walk it to the right slightly until you can roll the sole of the foot to the ground, adjust it as needed, okay? Once again, that's going to move around a little bit. It's okay. So, as you hold on to your left foot or leg, you're going to slowly start to pull the foot to the right, opening up that left hip, knee opens away. And then you're going to open the sole of the foot towards the ceiling, open the leg to the side, knee towards the floor. And then same thing, sweep the foot over the body, deep breaths, and then open it out to the side, sole of the foot up. Let's just do that a couple more times here. Feel into the hip. And then you can either stay in that half happy baby shape, or both hands are going to reach around the foot, lifting the head. And then left hand weaves through and then to the outside of the foot. You're going to continue to lift your head, and as you pull the knee down, you're going to start to open the foot, and then maybe you stay right here. Maybe the head just stops somewhere along the way. Perfectly fine. If you make it up and over that left shoulder, using it like a backpack strap, maybe you can release the left hand, right hand can hold it. If it's well supported, you can release it, maybe hands to heart center. Let the right knee do as it pleases. And then slowly release your head, release the feet, soles of the feet to the ground, knees pointing up, and just rock the knees from side to side. Knees to chest, hug them in, and rock forward and back, however many times you need to come all the way up into a seated position. Spine up tall, close the eyes, lift the spine, hands at heart. Thank your bodies for all that they're able to do for you and for wherever you are in your yoga journey. Thank you for allowing me to guide you today. Namaste. Thanks so much, everyone. Let me know how you like that. This is kind of the sequence I use to get into leg behind the head position. I'd love to know how it works for you. Let me know in the comments, and I'll have more content like this coming your way soon. Thanks so much.